So just to go over some meeting prep today with everyone, there's been some news.
Tosh, where did you get that hat?
Tanja, this is a new hat, but I'm Brittany. Tosh isn't here.
What are you talking about? I'm looking right at her. I'm talking to her. You're Tosh. What are you talking about?
Well, you can ask Sarah.
As I've already said many times, her character's not that funny. She didn't pay attention in yoga. Did you see her try to roller skate? It's just unconvincing. It's just not very good. TNT is supposed to be dynamite. It's not dynamite.
Okay, well, Sarah wrote her out because she thinks that she has creative control over this show. And I'm really sorry to break that news to you, Tosh. You're gonna be okay?
This is a little bit over the top, don't you think? It's a character.
It's a real loss for her.
I don't even know. Does she even know how to play the flute? Like, she's hardly even played it, you know? It's very unconvincing to our viewers.
Well, it's been since 8th grade that Tosh has played the flute, so...
First chair, 2 years in a row. What do you know?
Tange was there. All right, moving on to the next point. Sarah has some notes for Kip regarding the last episode.
Kip, we've been over this several times. I'm gonna ask you again. Please stay professional and don't smell anyone.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
I'm Mark Sakia, and this is Silva.
Welcome back to the Silent Q, everyone. Look who's here with me today. If you don't know, you will now. His name is Freddy Shier, Frederick of the Shire, if you will, from Gordon Food Service. Tell me a little bit about the history of Gordon's.
Love to. Gordon Food Service is a family-owned company. It was started right here in Grand Rapids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, about 127 years ago.
Was Gordon his first name or his last name?
Well, it wasn't started by Gordon, actually. It was started by Isaac Van Westenberg.
Got this.
I'm gonna win this, I already know. I was up cooking all night. He didn't even do anything.
What are you cooking up here? These look like nice little weenies wrapped up tight.
They are. You know, I just warmed up these handcrafted piggies and handcrafted blankets.
That's
Super
gonna be
easy.
perfect.
I'm feeling good about
Don't
this.
even worry about Sarah. She's not that good of a cook.
I know.
But she's our boss. We gotta toss this.
We got this.
Today we are here to settle a 1,000-year-old debate. Who prepares better food? Is it Sarah or Gordon Food Service? Represented by Sarah and Freddy. Judges, please take your seats. Bring on the first fish.
Dish.
It's a dish.
Dish.
Mac,
Dish.
how many
Bring
shots?
on the first dish.
So for this Pigs in a Blanket course, I sourced processed andouille sausage, and then I made my own puff pastry using local flour, local butter, local eggs. It took me quite a while. As you know, puff pastry is quite a difficult task, so that's what I have for you.
I've never had one of these in my mouth before.
Oh,
We know.
when was the last time you had a little Frankie weenie in there?
Chefs, I've prepared using my 500-degree oven. It's a wrapped cocktail frank that is hand wrapped in a beautiful, crisp pastry dough.
I'm sorry, you made it seem like you prepared that? Did you did that yourself?
Thank you, Mr. Food Service. You know, the
Thank you.
presentation just
Thanks,
at
Freddie.
the first look, wrapped cocktail frank, I would say looks more like a frank to me.
This is a Frank. Who's Frank? Little.
Just so you know, like Pigs in a Blanket
It looks
don't
like
have
a-
to be traditional. They
and
don't
it looks like my
have
toenail
to.
in the summertime before I paint it.
These are all made on a line by real people. The beauty is that we ship the box right to you, and you just open that box and you pop them in the oven.
Sounds a lot
And they're
easier.
consistent every single time. Do you feel that nice, crispy mouthfeel and that crunch?
It's all about texture,
Perfect.
Freddie.
Texture. Thank you.
I think
Juicy.
Sarah's are a little too spongy.
When was this one made? Last week?
Yeah, Sarah, when did you make this?
I made them last night.
You can't
So they're
tell.
fresh? And this one came out of the oven.
Came out of the oven, yes. Several minutes ago.
I think that we should place our votes
One.
1, 2,
Two, three.
3.
Ready?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Food Service.
What do you think is going to be a #1 seller for us at Silva?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Don't you think? Maybe that
Well,
lasagna.
yeah, ooh, yeah, lasagna. Sarah was really talking to me about this awesome fresh forward menu she's working on.
Okay, yeah, she's very fresh.
So I
forward.
think
Fresh for sure.
produce might be a big seller, just like fresh salads and appetizers
do you
and things
get-
like that.
Does some of
maybe.
your produce come from locally grown?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So in the summertime, we have this thing called Nearby. We add local farms produce to our warehouse in the summer. We're driving by and we add that to our stock here. And so when it's in season, we sell what's here in Michigan, which is really cool.
Yeah. What do you got on there? What's your favorite thing? Tomatoes, onions,
Blueberries.
blueberries.
Yeah, Michigan blueberries. You
Yeah.
can't beat a Michigan
Yeah,
blueberry.
They're so sweet. They're so tender.
So for our next course, we both did a lasagna. I made noodles from scratch at home. I used tomatoes that I grew and canned from the summer. I made fresh mozzarella, hand stretched.
How do you have time for it all?
Well, that's what real cooking is.
How are we gonna eat this?
Yeah, can we get
Oh.
some forks?
Here's some forks.
Okay.
Oh,
Somebody's a
you.
little sore about last round.
A little salty.
a little salty.
Speaking of salty, it reminds me exactly of my grandmother's lasagna. And she was a terrible cook. Congratulations for hitting an emotional nerve and bringing history into it. And that's something you should be commended for, except for the fact that this tastes like dog.
What did you say the meat was in this?
It's a mixture of it's beef and pork.
Tastes like tofu.
Traditional.
You can't even bite. I think that I'm gonna have to have you pay for my dental bill.
Just a suggestion, and if you put more into the ingredients versus the history of it.
We might have liked it.
Yeah. Next.
Thank you, chefs. For this next course, I started with a great local partner who put this together, and they've sourced local ingredients. They're uber rich in flavor. This is a delicious
Thank you, Chef.
oven-prepared lasagna that, again, I used my 500-degree oven for right behind you. Should be piping hot, nice and tender, full of rich flavor.
You know what it tastes like to me? Classic Italian lasagna.
You're right.
And you said locally sourced?
Oh, yeah.
Locally sourced, yes.
And you employ local employees?
Local
It
employees,
tastes
yes.
like you handmade these noodles.
Someone actually did hand make those noodles.
1, 2.
Threesome.
2 for
Great.
2. Thank you. Thank you,
awesome.
judges.
We're gonna have, that beautiful dessert bar when you walk into Silva. Sarah's
Lovely.
idea. I'm
Yes.
so excited. Do you think we're gonna have some coffee there? Do you
Yes.
guys provide coffee?
We do,
Like
we do.
espresso, everything?
We
What
do espresso, coffee, to-go coffee drinks. We actually have this program. It's called Thrive, and it's kind of like a product line with a purpose. The coffee industry really gets exploited quite a bit,
It sure does.
just across the whole supply chain. And so Thrive Coffee is actually our coffee program. We partnered with some people down in Guatemala to
Beautiful.
offer this excellent coffee program that provides sustainable wages and living for people down in Guatemala. And so we're really, really happy and proud to have that program. And we're excited to have it at Silva. Out back, behind this building, we have Square Roots. And Square Roots is actually, it's produce, it's herbs grown in containers. Gordon Food Service partnered up with,
Oh, what was his name?
Kimball Musk. Kimball Musk.
Kimball.
Kimball.
You cutie.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's so
Kimball.
smart. He's ahead of his time with the containers.
Yes, he is. So it's all like container farming. We can
It's
grow.
contained.
We can grow like in one container,
Corn?
like eight acres worth
Corn?
of not corn,
No?
but like leafy
Eggplants.
things like arugulas
Leafy,
and
all right,
lettuce
arugulas,
and
never had it.
basil,
More of a
things like
petal
that.
lettuce kind of gal.
Yeah.
So As many of you know, I own my own restaurant. This was one of our most popular desserts. So this is Nooey Gooey Bar. So I just start with a yellow butter cake mix on the bottom layer, and then using local butter, eggs, powdered sugar.
It looks
I don't
very
really have
ooey.
to give a lot of introduction. They're just delicious.
What was your restaurant called again, Sarah?
It was one that didn't have forks, apparently.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
After that lasagna, is there a water bottle around here or anything I can use to wash that down?
Yeah.
Angie, would you like one of these Gordon Food Service waters?
I love to refresh myself with this Gordon Food Service water.
While you're enjoying that water from Gordon Food Service, I'm going to be passing around dessert that we have prepared here. Again, this is locally prepared. This is a lemon bar with a nice, refreshing, bright lemon cream on top and a graham cracker crust on the bottom.
Did you shave these lemons freshly?
You know what? This is so easy to prepare. I simply ordered this product in. It came this way. I let that box come up to room temperature and I popped that box open and served it just like that. It is
Freddie.
just absolutely delicious. I know it sounds hard.
Just the kind of sour I love.
Oh,
Wrong one. Yep. Oh,
I have to go with this.
me too. Because I just love that sour touch.
Sarah, this is really ooey, but the gooey?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oof.
Yep.
3 for 3.
Oh, do you think she's gonna fire us?
Probably.
Well done today, chef.
Yeah, well done.
judges.
You put a lot of work into this, and that's really appreciated.
You know what? I heard something about you. You do play the guitar. Is that true?
A little bit. I
Bring it
dabble.
with you.
No, I did. I never bring my guitar.
Okay,
you
yeah,
kidding me?
Same, I'm the same with my flute, but.
Well, this whole thing. Do you?
Ready? Hey,
yes.
Sing it.
Here we go. Silva. Oh, you seem so
Silva.
far away. Silva,
When
Silva.
you're coming home.
Come on,
975
baby.
Ottawa.
Oh, Silva.
Oh, Silva.
Oh,
Oh.
Silva. Oh yeah, Silva.
Ladies and gentlemen, the decision has been made. Chef Freddy from Gordon Food Service is the victor.
GFS.
Hey, so we just finished and they voted for Gordon's. Yeah, I work with a bunch of idiots. Oh, mic's on. I gotta go. Oh, this is really good. You didn't see anything.